Ladies and gentlemen, my name is BrendenPlayz, and today I'm going to be giving you guys some tips and tricks regarding WWE 2k17 Universe Mode. If you are struggling with WWE 2k17 Universe Mode, or if you are new to Universe Mode, this video is for you. We're going to show you the basics of Universe Mode and how to set up your very own Universe Mode. So for starters, you will be here on this front page. This is the home page of Universe Mode. So what you want to do is click X, and then we're going to go Options, and we're going to edit our show. So we started the show, that would start the show with the default matches, but I want to edit my own matches and put my own matches on the show. So we click Edit. So there, from here, we can have a look at all the matches that are currently set up for us. Now, the show opener promo, this is a chance for us to create a very own promo. There's different slots throughout the show that we can create our own promo, and these are all the different options that we have for our promos. So if we want to create our own promo, that's how we would do it, by clicking the R1 button and pressing Edit, and then adding in our own promo. Exactly the same thing here with our matches. So you'll get an option between change the participants or customize the match yourself. If you change the participants, it's the same match type, but different people in it. But if you customize the match yourself, you can have full control. So I went ahead and created my own Fatal 4-Way match. Now at the top here, if you select one of these, but if you shift down to the controller down below and press X, this is when you can pick anyone you want, and they all will be the CPU playing as them. So I'm just going to pick the first couple of people that show up, and here we go, a Fatal 4-Way match between Styles, Lesnar, Reigns, and Ambrose. We click the Options button and Accept. But if you want to add a championship match to this, you need to click the triangle button or the Y button on the Xbox, and then you'll have the option for a title match here, and you want to choose the championship that you want on the line. So we're going to choose the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Currently Dean Ambrose has it, and also have the chance to change the referee if you want to add a different type of referee, or the momentum of the match. And that will determine how long it takes for your superstars to gain momentum, and basically how long it's going to take for finishes and signatures and things like that, and damage to accrue on the superstars in the match. So once we have that match sorted, we press the Options button and the match is now set. So that is our first match set on the show. So we're not going to fill out the entire show, but that's an example on how to create your own match and how to create your own very championship matchup. Now currently there is a bit of a glitch as I'm making this video right now, where it will create extra matches when you don't warrant it. No idea when a patch that is coming, so that's a normal thing. A lot of people experience that, so if that happens to you, don't be too worried. So here we go, we're going to start the show, and basically when you start the show, you will get the opening intro, and this is what it looks like. The fireworks will go off, the opening Raw sequence will show up, and then once that's all over, you'll be headed back to the main screen here, where you can select any match you would like to play, or if you want to simulate, you press square and it will simulate and it will tell you who wins each match. As you can see, Dean Ambrose won that Fatal 4-Way, and we can shift across and simulate every other match. But when there's a match that has a rivalry involved, you'll get this screen, and this will show you what happens to the rivalry once that match is done, and the changes in your superstars when that rivalry match occurs. So our matches are all done. We press X to go to the next event, and then we can begin to create the next show. But I want to show you guys the rivalry tool. So we want to head into the rivalry manager, and we want to check out our current rivalry. So this is an example of what a current rivalry looks like. These are the default rivalries that have been set. But if we want to create our own, let's go to SmackDown, where there is no current rivalry set, and we can go ahead and we can create our own. Now there's a number of different types. You can either create a 1-on-1 or a 2-on-2 rivalry, so a singles rivalry or a tag team rivalry, and you get the durations of long, short, or medium, and that will determine how long each rivalry does go for. And then you can go ahead and select anyone you want. We're going to pick AJ Styles, and let's go Alberto Del Rio as well, and that is our rivalry set. We press Options, and our rivalry is now officially made. And here are the examples of each different length. So short is 4 weeks, medium is 8 weeks, and long makes the rivalries go 12 weeks long. So alright, so from there, let's go ahead and check out some of the different options that Universe Mode has. So if you want to have automatic rivalries, you need to head over to the story options. So you can go over here and play around with the different settings to suit your own needs. Automatic rivalries will generate rivalries itself. This one is important if you do want to have rivalries naturally occur and not have to worry about it completely yourself. But have a look at those settings. We won't go into full detail there. They're all pretty basic and pretty straightforward there. So what we need to show you guys though is championship. This is something that a lot of people have issues with, and that is changing or vacating how to set a champion. So let's go ahead and let's change the World Heavyweight Champion to somebody else. Currently Dean Ambrose has the championship. and you can see this is a complete list of all the contenders and their current rankings for the championship. So if we want to change who is our champion, we need to press triangle. From there, we can swap who currently has the championship. So we're going to swap Dean Ambrose to Seth Rollins. You want to click X on the person who you want to change it to, and click X on the current champion. And there you go. Seth Rollins is our world champion right now. It's as simple as that. But a lot of people do want to also vacate championships and have someone earn it themselves, and this is how we go ahead and do it. So right here are our champions on Monday Night Raw. We have the World, the US, the Tag, and the Women's. So right there, you can see it on the bottom left-hand screen. You can vacate the championship by pressing square. You have the option to do that, but you don't have the option to do that for the World Heavyweight Championship. That is because the championship is on both shows. So what you need to do is you need to change the championship and set it to another championship. This will allow you to vacate the championship. So we'll change it to the ECW championship here on Raw. And that way the ECW title is now our main title on Raw. So let's go and try and vacate the championship now. So let's head over to the WWE Championship, but you can see we still can't vacate it. That's because the championship is still the main title on another show. So we need to go over to SmackDown, where the championship is still the world title over there, and change it. And let's change it to the ECW Championship again. And now let's go and try and vacate the title now. Let's head over, and there you go. The square option to vacate is there. Let's press square, we can vacate, done. Now, let's go change the championship back. But here's the issue though. If you want to do it this way, you need to set a champion from the get-go, but you can just have a championship match and pick whatever title you want in the future. You can pick the vacated championship, and you can have a title match that way if you want to have a vacated title on the line. Alrighty, so let's go edit a superstar and show you guys how it's all done. So let's edit Brock Lesnar. So from here, it is a bit of stats and history about Brock Lesnar, and also some news. But what we want to do most is press triangle on Lesnar, and this will give us the option to edit him. So we can change it so he gets booed or cheered. We can change the type of personality that he has, whether he's prideful, egotistical. You know, basically, if you want to have him more of a baby face or as a heel, be cheered or booed, you edit the settings to match that. Also, you can edit the total hit points as well, which will determine how much damage he takes in certain areas of his body, what parts of the body that he is less likely to take damage in. Also, you can edit some of his skills, which will give you more options for him to use, some different types of moves that he may be able to use and things like that. So there are a lot of options there, so it's certainly something you definitely want to play around with. And also the attributes. If you have the accelerator pack, you can edit his attributes. Unfortunately, if you don't have the accelerator pack, you cannot edit his attributes. So you can edit them, and you can make them as good as you want. And here are his abilities, pretty similar to the skill set, and there are 3 different types of levels for each ability. The higher level, the better the skill, obviously. And finally, the status effect as well. These are things that passively happen. You really have no control over this. These are things that will trigger over time throughout playing Universe mode, so keep an eye on that as well. And of course, you can also set which roster and which show Brock Lesnar will be a part of. Now, this is something that I may cover in a future video, and how to create the brand split in Universe mode. But for now, we'll leave that alone. And you can also set whether or not he'll show up on minor shows such as Main Event or Superstars in your Universe mode. And finally, in today's video, let's go ahead and see how we can create a tag team. So you want to head over to the teams page and find an empty slot. Now press triangle to edit that, and let's call our team. So we can edit our team name. We can call them whatever we want. We're just going to call them default for now. Just a default team with some random people in there. You can also head to team announced. You can try and pick out a team name for your team. Let's call them the Bikers. This team will certainly be a very bikey oriented team, and we're going to have Andre the Giant in there, and who else would be a good biker? What about Zack Ryder? And finally, if you want to have more than 2 members in your tag team, just head over to member 3, 4, or 5, click who you want it to be that member. This will help you create a stable. For example, if you want to create the New Day, they have 3 members in their team. It also allows you to alternate who can be a part of the tag team, but your first 2 members will be your regular and your default tag team. Here are the other options where you can edit the entrances and the victory motions as well. This is something that you guys can play around with and customize it to your liking. Once you click on that, it will take you to a separate screen, and you will be taken to the entrance or the victory motion editor, where you can edit all that. There you go. There is our team. It's made. They are called default. 3 members, all done. But since that team sucks, if we press square, it will delete the team, and we can get rid of that team and any other team we want as well. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. If this video did help you in any way, make sure you do leave a like on it. I will probably do another video in the future showing a few more advanced tips and tricks, so if this helped you in any way, let me know in the comments below. If you have any more concerns or questions, let me know, and I'll try and answer them in the comments for you. Thanks, guys, for watching. Subscribe to see more WWE 2k17 videos from me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next video.